Hey guys, welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm your host Sean, and today we're going to be cracking open 20 rolls of quarters. This break qualifies for the Blue Ridge Bounty. If you guys don't know what the Blue Ridge Bounty is, in a few short sentences, it's my way of giving back to the community as far as a end of the month cash prize, and it's going to be all based off of the things that I find in coin rolls, in silver rolls, stuff that I get from coin dealers, things like that. So there's going to be a Blue Ridge Bounty pool that's accumulated throughout the month. And then on the last day of the month or the first day of the subsequent month, I will be doing a random draw for the entire pool. So things like varieties, errors, silver coins, and a few other different types of extra special kind of stipulations. We actually have one for this video. I will be adding in money into this pool. Okay, so the big idea is to have like $200, $300, $400, $500 or more in the pool by the time I random it off. If you want more clarification, and this is your first time hearing about the Blue Ridge Silverhound Bounty Pool, I highly encourage you guys to go ahead and click the link in the description box below. Just go ahead and hit show more. If you're on a mobile device, there is a gray arrow that you'll click or just touch on your mobile device to expand that out. Click that first link, watch the video, and then go ahead and do as told. It's a obligation-free contest. It's free to anyone that wants to enter, but it's an extra incentive for you guys to watch what, not only for my channel, but what is usually an abnormally long video process. All right, some of these videos take 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, depending on what's being gone through. All right, so we got $200 face in silver, I wish, but you never know. $200 face in quarters. Like I had mentioned, we got a little bit of a special consideration for this video only. Go ahead and take a look. 1983 Washington quarters. I will be paying $10 total if we find 10 of them within these 20 rolls. You're probably asking yourself, what's so special about 1983? It's a little bit tougher date. They were never produced in a mid-set. So they're just a little bit tougher date. I actually have a guy that's local that buys them for double face value in quantity. All right, so that's my extra incentive. Another thing that we're also going to look for is 10 bicentennial quarters, Philadelphia or Denver. If we find 10, boom, I'll add $10 to the pool. And then finally, any West Point quarter that we find, we'll add $2.50 for each one into the bounty pool. All right, so exciting stuff. We're going to start her off with $15 based off of the last video. And let's see how high we can get this puppy. Let's see if we can hit 50 or 75 bucks on this video. So let's go ahead and get her cracking over here. Sorry, I gave myself a few days off. I've just been worn out, boy. Not sick or anything. I've just been super busy with a bunch of other stuff. And at the end of the day, I come to find out that I have no time to do my extracurriculars. And that would be doing these roll hunts with you guys. So, in any event, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see what kind of gems we could find. And of course, all of the basic, stuff that we do find, like errors and varieties, would also qualify for the bounty pool as well. So, wish me luck. Let's go ahead and get started here. Of course, we are all after the West Point mints. That is the absolute number one kind of like thing to look for in these rolls, and not stuff like this. That's gross. We got a couple of them. That one looks like it was buried in the ground for a good little bit. But yeah, anything that catches the eye. I need to adjust this down a little bit here, so that way I'm not laboring to. But how are your guys' morning going? You guys doing okay? Hopefully everyone's having a great week so far. It's Wednesday. My tongue is tied all of a sudden. I see, that's what happens when I haven't done a video in a good little spell, then I forget how to talk, which is strange. It's usually not how it goes, but that's how it goes after a stint of not doing any of this stuff. So a lot of people is in with this program, and I'm going to continue to do it at least throughout 2020. I guess COVID cases are up, and these coins like this I'm going to set aside because I know they have DDO potential based on the Cherry Pickers guide. So we'll go ahead and put that aside. COVID cases are up, so I'm sure a lot of you are probably back at home, just kind of staying put. We're kind of there too. We actually had the most amount of cases here in the last few weeks in our county as far as the town goes. But yeah, you guys stay safe. I would say a lot of people that used to wear masks out in public aren't wearing it anymore. It's not, I would say 100% foolproof, but it is a little extra protection considering that this is a droplet-based, I guess, sickness. That's probably how I got it, because I was in a friggin' airplane in March. Oh man. But anyways, a lot of good stuff happening these days. On my end, just been overall just busy work. Those of you who probably don't know, me and my wife have an Amazon store that we are building up, and it's been doing very well. A lot of people are shopping online, and we're just trying to get our piece of the pie. If you guys think that it's way too saturated out there as far as starting your own store, think again. There are actually a lot of people that are jumping onto the Amazon or what's the other one, Shopify bandwagon. So yeah, a lot of people are doing that. I'm not here to pitch my Amazon store, but it's been certainly keeping us preoccupied lately. And my wife, works a full-time job as a nurse as well. So yeah, it's been pretty nutty for sure. Yeah, on the coins like the Block Island and what's the other one? The Cumberland Gap. Is it Cumberland? With the big giant bird on the back. There are a lot of coins that exhibit some pretty gnarly, big, huge die chips on there. Make sure you guys look for those. Along with some of the other ones. You could literally, with like $200, you could spend all day looking at these coins under a magnifier. And you might actually find a few things in there, some pretty interesting things. If you guys have been watching my Monday market report, you'll see that there are a lot of coins that people don't know have some valuable stuff to find. And they are certainly out there, that's for sure. So we're just about through 2 rolls. Nothing notable yet. I've had to put aside a few. Is it Philly? No, Denver. I've had to put aside a few coins that might have doubled dies on them. Of course, those are always going to be some of the coins you look for in these. But anyways, so I have this video to kind of reignite the Blue Ridge bounty. I've been down and out for the last few days since the weekend. So I have this one. I also have another one I'm putting up tonight. That is going to be for a couple rolls of silver half dollars that we're going to go through and try and find some pretty nice early dates and any sort of varieties that may arise. Should be a lot of fun. So I encourage you guys to check it out sometime this evening. So we're going to see if we can get this done in about 45 minutes, just based off of the amount of space I have available on my phone. And yeah, and if not, we'll have to do a part 2 video, which I would be fine with. So I'll have to upload one and then Yeah, and check out your Harper's Ferry quarters, guys. Not the Denvers, but the Philadelphias. There's a lot of doubling in that little bay of window right there on that first door, right above the door. And I'm going to double check them also because, you know, like I had mentioned 1983s. I don't think I would be missing any, but if I did, we're going to check it out. Yeah, Cumberland Island, not Cumberland Gap. There'd be a pretty sizable die chip, you know, connecting the wing of this crane guy right here to that little edge. So I have all the quarters just kind of piled up on the corner of this tray right here. This is a jeweler's tray that we picked up at a Rock and Gem show, probably about, I don't know, 5-6 months at the beginning of the year, and they sell these things for like $10. Pretty nice, especially when you're coin roll hunting. They do get dirty. I will say that. Ooh, 84. It's in pretty nice shape, pretty decent. I really don't need an 84, and unfortunately, it wouldn't qualify for a bounty of anything. I think it's just a good-looking coin. Yeah, I'll put that one aside. I'll make a determination on that one later. Some would say that Blue Ridge, you're on the West Coast, okay? As we know, there's not nearly as many items, great coins to find out this way, and I would tend to agree. The Philadelphia Mint has certainly made it a very interesting hunt for a lot of you that are east of the Mississippi. So when that happens, of course, someone loses out. You know, it's going to be us here on the West Coast. We just don't see the circulation of those type of coins quite that often. And then there are times where I've actually had to purchase boxes and rolls from the East Coast from people I know. And of course, even if that person doesn't charge you a premium or anything like that, you do have to pay for shipping. And then at that time, you know, it's like you got to measure the worth, and sometimes it's just not worth it. But what I like to tell people is that if you absolutely can, do more roll hunts on the East Coast. Come on, Extra Leaf. Oh, it's Philadelphia. That wouldn't matter anyways. Do more roll hunting. You know, there was a lot of time, and the banks actually are. That's Philadelphia. Let's see if we can find a double die in that one. I'll double check. The double die on the Harper's Ferries is pretty dramatic, but you would need a great magnifier. I had mentioned, you know, like 8 to 10 times power is always great and suitable. And that's what I recommend. All right, so I'm probably like a lot of you folks out there. I roll hunt quite regularly and have never found a West Point quarter. So we might be finding one in here. So let's see if it happens. I mean, we're bound and determined to here real shortly. 84, man, let's see some 83s. Let's see some 83s. As you can tell, we have some bank wrappers here. So let's see what kind of gems we can find in there. Should be nice. Hey, what's that? I keep turning these 2019 saying, oh, there's going to be a West Point under there. And I get close. There is a D. 82. Oh, come on. I want an award. So we're through 5 rolls already. So we're making pretty good time. And we are certainly trending in that direction of where I want to go as far as time is concerned. Are you guys collecting these national park quarters? 2021 is the final year. Actually, this is the final year of the program. And a lot of folks will probably close to having a full assemblage of these quarters. River of No Return. That's that dang D right there. I'll tell you what. Just a little house cleaning item. The Blue Ridge Silverhound Summer Giveaway is fast approaching. The actual giveaway is going to be on Sunday, so I'll be doing the live draw event then. I would encourage you guys, if you haven't typed in your comment for the video, the launch video of that, you should, because that's how you enter that contest. And then when you do, you never know, you might be one of a dozen people that wins a pretty awesome prize. I got a lot of prizes this year, so more chances to win for a lot of people. Everybody seems to be behaving themselves, which is nice. Thank you. There's a few party poopers out there, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm giving away free stuff, and you are not behaving the way that you should. So therefore, you will not participate. And then generally in those cases, you would have to eliminate the not only the comment, but say goodbye to those folks, unfortunately. And I'm like, I have a lot of younger audiences and kids on these videos, so we gotta keep it as friendly as possible. Because if that's not the case, then... So I'm going to do these ones last, so I'm going to continue to hammer away. Now, the ones I'm going through right now... moolah. The ones I'm going through right now, right there, are from a different bank. So, and a completely different bank, institution, and everything like that. So, let's see if we're able to hit some sort of pay dirt out of this one, because obviously we didn't find any 83s. Let's see there. Look for them high-low leaves for the 2004 Denver, Wisconsin quarters. I have this fly flying around right now. The weather's been nice. We're in Northern California when the weather generally starts to get crazy. Now, this is interesting. This is the very first American Samoa back quarter that I have found so far. How crazy is that? A lot of you have probably gone through thousands of these, and that's a Denver. All right. So to commemorate the very first American Samoa back quarter, I'm going to add $2.50 to the pull, so we're up to $17.50. Yes, do you guys like how I just did that? You're like, dude, you're crazy. Anyways, there you go. We found our first back quarter ever. It's that crazy. I mean, we're coming through our fair share of 2019s, and then we have officially found the first bicentennial. All right, so we just need 9 others, and then we'll add $10 to that bounty pool, which I'm confident that we will, because those are actually pretty common to find. Our first Texas in this batch. Those are not as common as they used to be. But anyways, we are approaching the 20-minute mark here. What I did last time that I'm electing not to do in this video is stopping, looking at the coin, and then continuing on. Not that you guys were complaining any, but I figure I'd go at the end of the video and just kind of breeze through them real quick. And just make sure that we're, you know, good to go there. There's another Harper's Ferry. That's a Denver. All right, another 65. We'll put that one aside. 84, man. 86, man. We gotta find some 83s, or else that's not going to work out too well for the bounty pool. All right, so we're up to 1750. All right, we're gonna make it rain in this one, hopefully. That's for sure. Chickasaw. It's an old one. I can't believe I'm saying that's an old one. Homestead Quarter, Denver. Kisachi. Yeah, we are coming close to a program that has been met with a little bit of criticism, very little fanfare. The National Park Quarter Series hasn't necessarily been the most popular series for a number of reasons. There's another back quarter right there. It's a Denver, and this one's been beat up, which is understandable. I mean, we had finished up the state quarter program, and I remember in 2009 when they did all the territorials for that year, that a lot of people were exhausted from that series. All right, it was a great series, don't get me wrong, but toward the end there, people just got really tired. That's Cumberland Gap. That's really nothing on there. People are getting super exhausted from that series. Okay, and then now they launched another 10-year program of the national parks, and yeah, that's all she wrote. And then now here we're at. So some of you probably already know, but I'm just going to go ahead and reiterate again that the U.S. Mint is taking a break from any program because they are gearing up for the upcoming, I guess, 250-year anniversary of the, whatchamacallit? Is it Declaration of Independence? The, of course, the bicentennial quarter that was kind of named after was in there. Let's see, Denver, and I was gonna say, is that our first 83? It's 93. It's 10 years off. Shocking that we're not finding more of both the bicentennials and the other thing. But one way or the other, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna make it worth your while when you're watching through here. So stay tuned toward the end of the video. I swear, a West Point is going to be coming out of this, and I'm going to love it. I am. So San Antonio's. Nope. San Antonio. I have found one low leaf 2004D Wisconsin in my roll hunting career. As you guys know, a vast majority of those coins were distributed in the Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas region. Crazy as that seems. And to this day, they're still being found in that area. All right, a little bit of a fun fact for you. Harper's Ferry. What's that? Denver. 86. Oh, yeah, we don't see too many U.S. Virgin Islands, let alone some of the other 2009 territorial quarters. Oh, God, look at that thing. Whew, man. Oh, I found my first one, but that one looked pretty rough. Like the coin is 10 years old, you know? Like you would normally see on some of the other state quarters from 1999 to 2008. Some of those have worn down quite a bit. But the thing is, with the copper nickel clad composition coins, they actually wear pretty well. A lot of these coins do, as a matter of fact. There's Puerto Rico. Let's see if we could find the, I think it's 6 coins, right? So we found 2 of the 6. So the 6th one would be Washington, D.C. But if we find all 6, I'll throw in $5 into the bounty pool. A little quick impromptu kind of chase right there. So we got 2 of the 3, 2 of the 6 rather. There we go. All right, next roll. $5 make you holla. No silver yet. Aren't we due for silver? I know we are. I actually found a silver in a teller tray the other day, and I was grabbing some change for my wife's garage sale over the weekend. So I said, hey, can I have $2 in quarters? And bing, bang, boom. She offered it up pretty handily. She was a young little thing, too. So I don't know if she's privy to the value of a pre-65 quarter. And it was just that. It was a 64 Philadelphia, Washington that I was able to score out of that tray. So what are your guys' bigger hits these days? I would love to hear about it. I don't dare ask something like that to Rob Finds Treasure. You guys have probably watched him. He has such a huge following. The man is pure coin roll hunting gold. He's amazing. He has a lot of tenacity. He has a lot of drive for the hobby, for doing what he does. Because not everybody can go out there and say, hey, you know what? We're going to go through 2 or 3 boxes of $50 this week. Being able to get some of that is a little bit challenging for folks. I'm one of them. Every bank in the area will not order them because about 5 years ago, not 5 years ago, probably, that's a nice one right there, Denver. About 7 or 8 years ago, there was a group of about 7 or 8 individuals that coin roll hunted the area that I live in right now. And it's because of those folks that a lot of the banks have kind of tightened the old belt, I guess, when it comes to ordering rolls. And a lot of the people were actually picking up already searched rolls from some of the other guys in the area. And rumor has it that one of the guys got into some beef with a branch manager, some entitled punk, obviously. The guy was literally a kid. He was probably like 19 years old and was doing this for a living. Ended up getting into some beef with a branch manager of one of the bigger banks. I believe it was either Wells Fargo or Chase. And that all rolled down to corporate, or the area, I guess, big office, and now they have imposed new rules about coin roll hunting and all this other stuff, or buying coin rolls in general. Me and my wife are business owners, so we can't actually go and call in an order for a box of nickels or whatever. But when it comes to like the bigger denominations, like $50 and all that, it really did a number to the ability to order them. A few of the banks that I know of, they just said, we absolutely will not do this anymore. And that was that. So it pretty much killed the, oh, there's our first 83. Okay, first one all there. Killed my chances of ordering $50. I was actually able to order some $50 when I lived in the Bay Area. So it's like the San Francisco Bay Area. And there was a lot of people roll hunting out that area as well. It got pretty tiresome. And, you know, at the time, me and my wife were, you know, my wife was working sometimes 50-hour weeks. I was working full time, and then, you know, we got 2 kids, and, you know, just trying to make it happen. Sometimes we can't integrate, you know, some of the extracurricular stuff like doing this, because I was very much into coins, as you guys know. 10 years ago, that's how I got started with my channel. And I did more roll hunts, and I actually bought more smaller collections. I was actually doing quite a bit of that. Let's make sure we're not missing. And another thing I was doing was actually I was building better relationships with the bank managers out in the Bay Area. And I was able to score some pretty unique stuff. You know, I was finding like Morgan and Peace dollars at some of these branches, and I don't know if you guys remember it. Scene, you know, I scored a bunch of Eisenhower dollars. Geez, I forgot how much. It was probably $100 or more face of Ike dollars, and a lot of them came out to be proofs. Someone had broken apart all their proof sets and had deposited them. And then somehow, some way, I was in the right place at the right time and ended up scoring all of these. And I turned around and sold them for about 5 times what I paid for them, face value wise. And that was a huge win. That was fun. That was exciting. But it's stuff like that those types of scores wouldn't last a day out there in the Bay Area, only because there was a lot of other people that were into it also. And then at the time, of course, it was 2009, 2010. The desirability for silver and just roll hunting in general was like at an all-time high. So it was very tough, and it was a very competitive kind of market for that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna kind of go through it a little bit quicker for you guys. We got 3 rolls left of the customer wrapped variety of rolls. Oh, there's another 83. Luck be a lady. All right. There's a pretty significant gap, date-wise, from 1971, I believe. There's another 83. There you go. It's got a ding right there. So that makes 3 83s. See, we're starting to catch a little bit of a stride here, which is nice. 84. There's a pretty significant gap in dates where there's another 83. Told you guys, stay tuned. There you go. We got 4 83s. See, I'm like halfway trying to explain something, and I keep finding 83s. I guess that's a good problem to have. I'm starting to get sticky fingers here. So from like 71, I say, all the way up until the beginning of the quarter series, where double the dies were beginning to show up. The one outlier, of course, is 76D DDO FS 101, which thank you to Eric Moritz, I was actually able to obtain. I was like, oh my god, let that not be a West Point, because that thing is trashed. Yeah, he hooked me up with a really nice AU50 PCGS type for that one. It was an 84. Yeah, it wasn't until the early 2000s where some of the other DDOs and DDRs became a topic of conversation amongst cherry pickers. $85. All right. We're doing good on time, guys. We're probably going to hit somewhere around maybe 50, 55 minutes. And I'm fine with that. My upload rate's going to be 720p, where for coin roll hunting videos, it's fine. And that's just to keep the I guess the upload time and the storage respectable, without taking a year and a half or so to upload, because I usually do 1080 to give you guys the maximum kind of quality on my videos. Even though there's Puerto Rico, didn't we just find one of those? Lost my train of thought. That's been happening more. Is that what happens when you're in your 40s? Is you get these gaps in your memory? For those of you that are in your 40s and 50s and 60s, let me know if that's normal. Maybe I gotta do more ginkgo biloba or ginseng or whatever that is. Get my mind back up to normal 18-year-old status. Is that even a thing, or are those days long over? So these rolls here from the other bank seem to offer up some older material, which is good. I guess that's why we're coming across some. That's a decent looking 70 AD. I mean, it's been circulated a little bit. Yeah, we're coming across some better quality, older stuff, I guess. All right, that one's on the floor. Yeah, nothing I would say would set any huge trends. Wishing I'd find, it's really difficult to find silver in quarters these days. The silver that I pulled from a teller tray a couple days ago is the first one in probably 3 years that I had found. And they are much more tougher. Now, back in the early 2000s, I was doing quite a bit of coin roll hunting, and I was actually sourcing rolls from like casinos. That's damage right there, by the way. 66. I was sourcing rolls from casinos and these small kind of like banking institutions, like the banks that closed during the recession. All right, so this is the final roll of the customer wraps. I'd say, finally. So we are going to go ahead and jump into the there you go. 3 of 6, American Samoa. 3 more to go for that $5 add into the bounty pool. There's another one right there. U.S. Virgin Islands. They had already pulled that one. Harper's Ferry. Yeah, you'll see that as the longer the video drags, I'll act incoherent. So, my advanced apologies, by the way. The video for the Blue Ridge Summer Giveaway will undoubtedly be a live stream. I'm actually going to be live for that video. Denver. So that is going to be this Sunday, the 21st. Is it this Sunday? Yeah, because Monday is the 22nd. The this Sunday, probably in the afternoon, I will actually post a notification on my channel. So that way you guys know. It's probably going to be 2 p.m. Pacific time. Actually got something here to open these. And yeah, we're going to be good to go there, guys. Should be a lot of fun. Based off of last year's success. A lot of happy customers. If you guys don't recall, I gave away a CC Morgan that's in the original government holder. It was awesome. That was the most fun I've had in quite a while, and I got to a point where I was able to afford bigger and better things for these summer giveaway, and it's just going to continually get better. Not because I'm putting 100 videos or 100 ads on my my videos, which, by the way, this one will probably have its fair share of ads. And my apologies, of course. You know, a lot of that ad revenue is going to pay the bounty, among other things, and some of the giveaway items and Amazon gift cards and all the other great stuff. All right, so we got 4.5 rolls to go, guys, and then I would say we're coming to the end here. It sure was a lot of fun, as always. Thank you for being loyal supporters to my channel through and through. That lol does not look like it's a year old. I am gonna go through these one more time just to make sure I didn't miss any, you know, like die chips or anything significant of that nature. And if I did, I will actually add them to the bounty pool so I can do an update on my next one, which will be tonight. Exciting stuff. See, that's a 1-year-old Lowell National Park right there. All right, 4 rolls left. And we are good to go. Yeah, so getting back to the whole 1983 quarter business. Okay, I said I have a local person that actually buys these quarters from me for double face, and it's a very interesting story. I actually met him at a coin show. He only has a few people that he deals with, and I don't know if there's any truth to this. It seems a little bit kind of crazy, but it's rumored that this fellow has approximately 400,000 1983 quarters, combination of Philadelphia and Denver Mints. I say that's pretty crazy. That's insane. You guys do the math. That's a lot of money to have tied up in just quarters that, personally, if I weren't holding them for this guy, I would probably, more than likely, just continue to dump them, dump them at the bank. So, pretty insane. And I guess, whatever floats his boat. But I guarantee you 400,000 1983 quarters would definitely sink his boat. That's a heck of a investment. Because that's what it is. If you're paying double face for something like that, no doubt about it, it's an investment. It's just, it is a little bit tougher date. Me personally, when it's super circulated, like some of the ones I pulled out, it is not rare at all. It really isn't. All right, 3 more rolls. We're getting to a close here, guys. But I've seen some pretty crazy kind of like PC stuff. The guys that actually, do we see anything in there? The guys that actually assemble a bunch of whatchamacallits, bins full of copper pennies. You know, their entire garage is littered with these huge bins. That's pretty crazy too. Although, you know, if the U.S. decides to free up melting of those, then obviously there's going to be something there. But there's always going to be that conversation of whether or not the U.S. will decide to enact melting. But the thing is, they have to say, well, we're not going to be making any more pennies. So they're going to do something similar to what Canada did back in the day. And that's just, you know, have everybody deposit their pennies at the bank, and then the banking system will send them back to the Royal Canadian Mint for melting. I you know, call it better quality control or something. I don't know, but how close are we from that kind of reality? I can tell you this right now. There is going to be a lot of rare coins that will be destroyed. Can you imagine how many more 69S DDOs are going to be out there that are going to be going to the smelter, or 92 close AMs? Coins that are worth thousands of dollars. Quite a few of them are going to be toast. And that is going to probably, at one point, enhance the value of the existing coins by a huge margin. Some would say that the more surviving populations of various varieties that do exist will lower the prices on these rarities. Okay, and that's just mere supply and demand at work, you know. But if, come on, West Point. When that time comes, we're going to see a shift in the market for some of these coins. If you think there's going to be any good time to actually buy some of these, now might be the time. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and I had mentioned, I'm like, you know what? There's another 83. Cool. I mentioned that we are probably 10 years away from maybe something like that happening, because the U.S. cannot continually produce these coins at the rate that they do, at the huge losses that they incur. You just can't. That surely ain't happening. So I am going to go through the few coins that I did pull aside. I think I don't know. I'm going to hook up the bounty pool. Obviously, we did not hit our quota, or we're not going to, because this is the last roll, guys, of 1983s and bicentennials. There's only one bicentennial. I have never seen that. There are times where I've found 2 or 3 or 4 in a roll. And we have found one singular example. No West Points. Yeah, kind of a letdown. No silver. I mean, that's to be expected. But, yeah, yikes. There's a 70 on the side. Yeah, stand by. I'm a breeze through the few coins I did find, and then we'll tally up something for the pool. Try and bust it out in a bigger way here. Okay, we're approaching the 50-minute mark, which is perfect. That works. That's 88. I said 38. It's not silver. Why? And that's the last coin, 69 Philadelphia, a very tough one. It's the only 69 Philadelphia we found. Actually, it's a Denver. All in all, it's still tough. So I found about this many quarters. Let me go and look through it. We had found 583s. It won't take me long. I have kind of a knack of what I'm looking for in these quarters. You guys ever get the same song stuck in your head like all day? Yeah. In this case, it's one of my daughter's songs. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. You're like, I cannot get this out of my head. Even if I turned on other music, it's still there. It's annoying. It can be. It's annoying if and only if let's see. Come on, baby. Well, good news is the one Harper's Ferry Philadelphia I pulled out actually has a minor double die in one of the window bays. It's nothing crazy, but it's there. So I'll go ahead and pump in $2.50 for that one. So we're up to 20 bucks. Very nice. Very, very nice. Almost done, guys. Yeah, you guys ought to check out the silver roll that I'm going to be searching through tonight. That's going to have definitely more. That's awesome. That's going to have more stimulating material for a lot of you that are looking for something extraordinary. I actually had those hand delivered to me yesterday from a friend who does Cash for Gold. He's actually a traveling Cash for Gold rep, and he also obtained silver. And he said, well, I got $23 face and 90% silver. Would you like it? I said yes, and he put them in these container plastic doodads, and we're going to check it out. I haven't looked through them. We're going to save that for the video, but we'll do something fun with that for sure. Faux show. Because he said there's quite a few Franklin half dollars in there, along with 64 Kennedys, 90%. And usually those have a lot. I have cherry-picked dozens of DDOs, triple die obverses. Of course, the RPMs are just magical on there. But we're gonna, ta-da, that's it. All right, so just to recap. Okay, we found my first American Samoa quarter. No Weir Farm, crazy as it sounds. So we added $2.50 for that. We're gonna add $2.50 for the Harper's Ferry. Also found this nice 84 that actually I'm gonna put in an album. I'll do $2.50 for that as well. So we're up to $22.50. And let's see, we found one bicentennial. I'll add $2.50 for that one. I don't have to, but I will. So we're up to 25. We have 5 1983s. We did not hit our quota of 10, but I'll award $1 a piece for that. So we're at $27.50. And yeah, I think that's it, right? Yeah, $27 for the search. All in all, kind of a letdown. I'm not going to lie. This is definitely not a very high quality amount of quarters. Sheesh. It needs to be. Maybe next time. But go ahead and check out the silver rolls of $50 coming up later this evening. That's also going to be Blue Ridge Bounty qualified as well. $27.50. There you go, guys. Thank you for joining. I'm going to give you the rest of your afternoons. If you haven't checked out the Blue Ridge Bounty launch video, that is the entry video. You need to watch that. Go ahead and click open the that thing right there, the description box, and click that link. It'll be in there for you. So thanks again, guys. Stay tuned for the next one coming up here shortly.